right. Trailer breakdown. You've seen the reaction. Hang on. Alright, you've seen the reaction. Now I want to actually speak about this trailer. What is going on? So let's just jump straight into it. I don't want this to be a massively long video because some people get bored. But if you get bored, then you're not a true Star Wars fan. So don't watch my videos anymore. I'm joking. Okay, here we go.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power.
Okay, so we hear Supreme Leader Snoke say, when I first found you, I saw raw, untamed power. Which is awesome. Untamed power. He's got to be speaking about Kylo, because we know from the conversation with Han and Leia in The Force Awakens that Snoke was the one that manipulated Ben into becoming back. So when he first found, surely, but maybe he's speaking about Rey and that's a twist that we don't know about. Well, we don't know, so I can't really say this is, well, I don't really know what I think it is. I'm kind of open-minded just to see what's going to happen in the theatre. But let's talk about the shots. So you've got Kylo standing over the ATM-C6s and the AT-STs all gearing up for war on Crate, which is the next shot that we see with the ATM-C6s. These bad boys over here stumping their foot in Crate and seeing some minerals come up. It looks great. Crate's going to be an awesome battle. So that battle is probably going to be towards the end of the film. That's what we all think. And then we see a shot of Kylo and the snow troopers, or the equivalent of, we don't know if they're definitely called snow troopers, I would presume they are, walking through what looks to be some sort of cave, or glacier, is that even a word? I don't know, you know, like ice, it kind of looks like that, but it's minerals, I don't know. It looks to be on Crate again, but I'm only saying that because of the redness, I don't know. Next shot we see Kylo picking up his lightsaber, and the Praetorian guards are behind him, which is awesome. Makes me think maybe if there's Praetorian guards, Supreme Leader Snoke is around, which means he could be in his throne room, having a bit of a conversation about the fact that he lost to an untrained Force user at the end of The Force Awakens. I know you were injured, Kylo. I cut you some slack, and Rey's pretty awesome. Okay, moving on. Rey ignites a lightsaber.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
Now we hear Rey speaking, which is cool because I like Rey. And she says, something inside me has always been there, but now it's awake and I need help. Oh, that's such awesome dialogue. It's always been there, now it's awake. Yes, we've just had The Force Awakens. I like that very much. Thank you very much. Next chapter. Anyway, what do we see? We see some continuation of Uktu, the planet that Luke Skywalker lives on and is home to the adorable Porgs. And we see probably the very first shots of the film, to be honest with you, him grabbing the lightsaber from Rey, and then she swings it around and she points it at the camera because it's cool. And it looks great. We also see the Jedi Library is what I'm calling it, and what my friend Ken Knapsack over on Collider called it. And we see an extra shot of where I reckon the books are being held, that little library. It's not actually a library, it's some sort of cliff or some sort of tree trunk. Let's move on.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. Does now.
Okay, so Luke says, I've seen this. So she cracks a rock with the Force, which is pretty cool. And Luke is scared by that. Or what we think is because of by that. She probably does some more stuff than just crack a rock to make him say that I've seen this raw strength once before. It didn't scare me then, it does now. Which is cool because Yoda told him once,
I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be.
and now he's afraid, and he runs away from Rey, and she looks all sad, lonely. We do get to see a little bit more of Luke, and what we think is the Burning Jedi Academy, or the Jedi, yeah, that's what I think it is, not the Jedi Temple that he went looking for, that's an Arc 2, it will be the Jedi Academy that he opened up, and it's burning, and he chucks his hand out of a pile of wood, which makes me think, did Kylo beat up Luke? Why is he under some wood? That is crazy. Anyway, moving on.
Let the past die. Kill it.
Okay, so now we move on to Kylo, which is cool. We get to see the predecessor to this shot in the teaser trailer, where, well, what I reckon is the predecessor to this teaser trailer shot with the smashed helmet. He's smashing his helmet. He's angry. Not a happy Kylo, which is usually the case with Kylo. So he says,
"Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be."
So they're teasing that Kylo's going to try and kill his mum, which I wouldn't be surprised at. Kind of sucks, but it is amazing. His facial expressions are just so on point. I literally love it. He's so torn, and Leia looks so helpless as well. Very, very interesting stuff. And Kylo, you're quite this pilot actually. Your TIE silencer is pretty cool. It's some great shots of the space battle, or a space battle of some sort. Probably an attack on the rebels as they're fleeing Dakar, which is their rebel base. Probably they're fleeing to Crate. If you read Leia, you know that that was an old rebel base. Moving on.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go.
Okay, so just before Poe Dameron speaks, we get a few really cool shots. I'm just going to play through them again. So you get to see the Millennium Falcon flying through what looks like the same sort of thing, the same sort of environment as that first, or one of the first shots in the trailer, where I thought, you know, the minerals and the crystals kind of, with Kylo walking through the snowtroopers. But this time, the TIE fighters are kind of, it looks just the same sort of place. I guess it has to be Crate. That's what makes sense the most, really. I presume Chewie and Rey are probably piloting that. That'd be awesome. There's so much unanswered. It's so exciting. And then we get to see Porgs, which is always really fun because they're so cute. And you know, from my trailer reaction, I lost it when I first saw that. It looks like Porgs are, or this particular Porg is staying with Chewie for a little while, which I'm not complaining about. They're cute. Moving on. We also get the shot of Poe Dameron looking out the window. For some reason I feel like this is just before we see this shot in the teaser trailer, which then leads on to the next shot in this trailer, or nearly the next shot. So Poe speaking about, we have the spark that's going to light the fire that will end or burn the First Order. But then we get to see Phasma versus Finn. It looks like when we see Poe's X-Wing get blown up in the teaser trailer, Phasma then walks through that explosion with troops behind her, this shot, and then it goes to Finn on the other side meeting her, and then bang, they meet and have a fight, and that's the shot. And it's really cool, and you see the electric thing on the chrome plating of Phasma. It's just awesome. It looks so cool. Now let's move on a little bit.
This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill.
We see BB-8 get a little bit electrocuted. That looks fun for him. And then we also get to see the little local wolves of Crate. They look fun. Okay, so we get to hear Luke say, "This is not going to go the way that you think." And we get some cool shots of Leia watching the Echo Base, you know, kind of looks like that. Echo Base doors come down, or the sliders, what are they called? Gates. And Leia looks sad. Don't know why. Rey has gone swimming. And it looks like, I don't know, that's some sort of Jedi training. It looks like she's still on Ahch-To at this point. And Finn's looking badass, but he's been caught by the First Order Stormtroopers somehow.
Fulfill your destiny.
Okay, so Snoke says fulfill your destiny, and we get to see some shots of Crate. We get to see the speeders, maneuvering, sliding out of the way, some TIE fighters. Actually, yeah, what did kill those TIE fighters? It looks like a cannon. I think from Leia it confirmed that on Crate you got turrets, so maybe we'll see that. And then we see Snoke, boom, and he looks mean. He looks mean as crap, bro. Like, yeah, he looks evil. And actually, I kind of didn't think he looked evil when we first kind of saw him in his bathrobes. I was like, that's not a villain. He looks like a cute old man. He's mean, man. He's mean, and he seems to be force controlling Rey. At this point, which is epic because it's kind of the way that Kylo works. We see Kylo freeze people in The Force Awakens, this is so similar. So we can see, you know, the similar styles of those, or how Snoke has taught Kylo to fight or to torture people. Rey seems not so happy in this shot. Snoke's throne room, again we've got the Praetorian guards at the back, and you can definitely see that Snoke. But did Rey go there voluntarily, or did she get captured? Is this in the middle of the film? Does she escape and then they meet again? Or is this right at the end and it's going to set up episode 9 perfectly? J.J. Abrams, don't let us down. Let's move on.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Okay, the final part of the trailer, and it's mental. Everybody's gone crazy about it. I need someone to show me my place in all this. Now let's actually just talk about this for a little bit. So, this shot of Kylo, we also see in the teaser trailer him with his lightsaber, same place it has to be, surely. Well, you let me know what you think. I'll put them two side by side. You can see it's the same place. And Rey, even though it does edit it to look at like that she's speaking to him, I still think that Kylo probably is speaking to Rey at this point, but it doesn't look to be the same moment, if that makes sense. When Kylo's holding out his hand, I think that will be for Rey. There's no reason for him to be holding his hand out to Luke. That makes no sense whatsoever, because Kylo isn't trying to help Luke, he's trying to kill him. Maybe it's the same place actually. If you look at Rey's face, it does have the fire tint on it. But this also leaves another question that I was thinking about earlier. Where actually are they? Is it Crate? But like, we've only seen fire once in Rey's Force vision, and then in this trailer as well, where we see Luke watching the burning Jedi Academy. So where are we? We don't get any kind of location background at all at this part. And then Rey, is she going to join the dark side? I don't know, and that's why I'm excited to watch the film. I don't know if I want her to. I don't know if I really don't know. You let me know what you think down below in the comments. But yeah, that is the trailer. It then goes to the title. It's called The Last Jedi, if you didn't know. There's probably a lot that I missed. This is kind of a difficult thing to do actually. I'm kind of just watching it and speaking about it. But it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you thought of this trailer, because I love speaking about this sort of stuff. So speak to me, because I need friends. Alright, cheers guys. Have a good day.